And we're joined by Silverado Socrates. Probably not too many people in the world with that name, eh? Pretty. So you have run Silverado in all kinds of elections. I see your name on the ballot for City of Kelowna. You've run provincially as well.
Yes.
What is it that draws you to throw your name in there each time there's an election?
Well, I've run twice provincially, once federally, and once municipally. The time that I ran municipally, I actually had a broken neck and was realizing that I wanted to be involved with politics at some point. So I was like, this is a good time to be involved because I couldn't do too much.
Right.
And I'd had an old boyfriend who had an ex that volunteered at the MLA's office. So I volunteered there. She worked at the MLA's office. And so I volunteered and realized that it felt great to be able to help people with their problems. And it's kind of crazy, but that later that year was an election, and I thought, well, if I want to, this is going to sound crazy, but I thought, well, if you want to be involved federally one day, better throw in your hat and run for mayor.
Right.
So I did.
Okay. And you didn't get a whole lot of votes, but you didn't get discouraged, I guess.
No, that actually isn't interesting. I don't know if I initially wanted to throw my hat in, but I had a place downtown at the old Habitat, and
Yes.
it had been a liquor store at the point, and I was renting it. I was very kind of saddened to see all the people at the bars downtown. I thought, if I could get them interested in a place where a motivational center, I had this idea of a motivational center and started renting it for $3,000 a month. It was a perfect place, and I got it designing plans and everything, but then I found all these homeless people, so I ended up having them inside, and it just was such an awakening for me to have these people staying and different things that happened. I was realizing they were the ones that needed the motivational speaking and the leadership, and again, I was hoping to get people on board to have
Right.
something happen. It didn't, but it really woke me up to a lot of things. So when it comes to the homelessness issues and stuff, it's like, man, I had the place, the doors open. I don't know how many people were there, and no troubles,
Yeah.
no troubles.
So we do see a lot of effort going into trying to help deal with the problem with homelessness. Do we need to do more?
More and less. Like, I think you might find that people are very capable. I mean, there's people that had so many ideas of what they wanted to do, and with a little help
Right.
and encouragement, they wouldn't be on the street. They'd be assets to the community.
Yeah.
So instead of, there's a lot of things you could do, I believe, there
So
regarding coaching and
right.
leadership,
So
team building. And
just to try to sort of figure out your politics a little bit, you did seek the Green Party nomination. So that gives us an idea that you're probably concerned about environmental issues.
Not only that, I've been involved with the Green Party on a provincial level for a number of years, and I've really enjoyed the people I've met. I think they're amazing. And then federally, I ran. I love Elizabeth May, what she stands for, and having met Alice Hooper, she ran for the Green Party a number of years ago. She really got me hooked on the Greens, I think. Her
Right. So if you like the Greens,
Angela.
why not go work for the Greens in the background? Why run against them?
I'm not running against them. Again, back to those issues, I have a lot of awareness that a lot of people aren't aware of.
Well, give us, you've got a few minutes here. What awareness
Again,
about what?
I can go down the street and I know so many people in all walks of life, and I helped a lot of people. Homelessness is better prevented than cured, first off. I had, on the side, I did a lot of things, not for money. I made money through my tourism, and with a little help, I wouldn't have lost my house, and a lot of people would have found a lot of help in ways that it's just sad. Our society's so disconnected.
Right. So when you came in to the building here, you brought a guitar along, but maybe you don't want to use the guitar. But did you say that you wanted to actually sing
I
something?
kind of do, and also
Well, no one, you know, in all these interviews I've done, no one's sung a song yet, so.
I sang when I ran for mayor, and that song is now recorded with an
Right.
animation
It would
too.
certainly set you apart. So if you want to, do you feel like
Okay.
singing it right now?
Sure.
I'll just sit back and have a listen.
Let's see if I can get this down. And it was inspired.
And you're not going to use the guitar. This is just
This one
a
I just made it this last month. I haven't.
Okay.
It's done to the tune, Break It to Them Gently.
Okay.
I ended up realizing it came to that as I sang it. So it goes, I'm drunk on a dream, don't want to sober up. People are dying for drink, I want to fill their cup. I'm not talking about a fluid that is easily is served. I'm talking about a vision that's not too easily blurred. Talking about a culture that leaves no one behind, that honors those serving on the front line. What you don't like will one day be you. Ashes to ashes is everybody's review. To give a buck for the common good can be the only way. If we're to live beyond today, gotta do more than just pray, 'cause we can build a future that leaves no one behind, that honors those serving on the front line. What we like can one day be us, arm in arm with no fuss. To give a buck for the common good can be the only way. If we're to live beyond today, we can do more than just pray.
All right. Do you like to express yourself with song sometimes when words fail you? Oh, there's a lot of words in there.
Yeah, well, you know, have you heard of Zola Bud?
I think so.
Yeah, she warmed up next to me, won the race in Portugal. She, apartheid, that's another reason I'm involved with apartheid. Apartheid got her out, but...
You're talking about your track and field days.
Yeah, back in the day, and she was my hero. She got out because of basically people booing her off the track, and just, who wants to have that kind of pressures? Like, she didn't know what apartheid was then. I found out 20 years later, she didn't know what apartheid was. And she said, sports and music transcend politics. That was so powerful.
All right. Well, that's about all the time we have.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you coming in.
And I want to say, I loved your Kelowna Now, how you hosted that event with the media.
Yeah.
That was great.
All right. Once again, great to meet you, Silverado. And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.